to the Super Bowl. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. They Shul Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throw in to start this game. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Gabe, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Offense in a hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson back to throw. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Pass the 60.
3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Benson once more. He's going to have this one down to the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
We've set of downs from the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
PAT effort coming up. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
It's 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 6. I go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Hey. Huh.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down pass play coming. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing it. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
That's in on 1st and 10. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Takes the 2nd down snap. For big yards on the right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 21-zip already.
Chiefs nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 21-0 our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Right up the gut. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Motion the tight end over.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready. Set.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Pump 70.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
18 Randall. 70 Timberwolf.
Air it out on 3rd. Passing downfield, working the left. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the jump.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Go. 19 Sergeant.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's the line. He's going to run for it. Nice piece of work there. That's 9 yards. Might encourage them to go for it now on 4.
70. Ready.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Deontay Banks. Into the house it goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened. Wow. What a return to add to that list.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
79, bro. Let's go. Go.
Throwing now, Richardson. Caught, nice game left side. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Like it.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Working now from the gun. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Throwing on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Catches made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal from the 9 here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
From the gun on third down. Catch made. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. If you want to make that tackle, force the fourth down, it took a great defensive effort to do it.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Big lead gets even larger, Brock, before halftime.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
Let's go now. Check, man. Craft all 80.
Throwing from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. First and 10 from the 32. They give up the gut to Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to throw now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings them to third down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. Here's a screen to Benson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the red zone on first. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And they get him out just before he can move those chains properly. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Starting quarterback on here. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Plowing up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
60 vices, 60 vices. Ready.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up third down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Richardson from the gun on third. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
The Steelers take over first.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now an inside give to Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 36-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They give on second to Benson. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. Third down at the 29.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking to throw on third and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
19 Tiger.
The give now to Benson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Staying on the ground with Benson. Some room to work. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Ken. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working from the gun. It's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Goes to the hurry up here. Richardson now, third and 2. That's caught for the first. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Richardson on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Back ball 80. Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, go. Ready. Hut.
They've got a man in motion.
Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Richardson to throw again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go.
Richardson on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit. Arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Play action, it's Richardson. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Viking 18.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Whew. I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space. And if that throw came out 1 second earlier, it could have been 6.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Roddy's good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Tootin now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin this drive with Benson. Makes the tackle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And first set of downs for Pittsburgh.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
19, Tiger, 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take off.
They'll run here on first down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this, it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throw, 3rd and long. Caught near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. And he just made him pay.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 tight, 19 tight. 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
It's Benson on the give. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10, looking to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Working inside the red zone. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers throwing 6 more on the blowout. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Gronk, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. From the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers take possession at the 26-yard line.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll give left side to Benson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Benson once more. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Look at that power, deep left side. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in coverage too many times, you'll be more interceptions.
And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Richardson back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Savon Revel with the pick. And the Steelers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. You know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on seconds. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Chiefs will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, there's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
19 Tiger. Here we go. Strike.
On first down, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Richardson now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Steelers take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They're going to pass it here. That one connects. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Savon Revel with the pick. Will take over deep in enemy territory. He's out inside the 30 on the INT.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Benson on 1st and 10. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They'll try it right with Benson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. He spins, and the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Steelers are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. 1st down play, and that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. On the move, headed right. Lines up and chucks this deep right. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Going again on 2nd and 10. He's loaded another one up. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. This will be the final play of the game.
Come on.
After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North